we're really excited that my former boss, Brian Lesser, who started Xaxis and built Xaxis up into a major player in the audience buying space, is now been promoted to the CEO of Group M in North America. And I think that's fantastic news. I've loved working with Brian. He's been a great mentor and leader for our company and for me personally. Having him at the helm of Group M in North America, I think sends a strong signal about how important audience buying, programmatic, and digital are for the future of Group M.
Well, and I think optically from the outside, it's very interesting, right? Because like kind of a traditional digital guy, which to be traditional digital is kind of a new word, right? But what do you think that when you think about what that looks like for the rest of the ecosystem, what's the message that it really sends to, like, kind of to your point, to go further down the road, like digital programmatic, like it's not flavor of the month anymore, right?
Right. I mean, I think it sends a strong message about the importance of data and the importance of integrating technology into how we deliver traditional media. We think that eventually all media will become addressable, and data will play a part in all of that. So having somebody who has done this before is really important.
So when you look at the landscape of 2015 in general, things like addressable are becoming part of the lexicon.
Yeah.
Programmatic used to be like as Jimmy Kimmel called it, the gluten of our industry. Yeah. Everyone knows that it's a thing, but no one knows what it is. When you think about 2015, looking into 2016, what do those kind of words mean for the actual industry?
Yeah, so I think 2015, the beginning of 2015 was all about programmatic TV, in as much as there were some big announcements that certain companies made a lot of buzz in the industry about programmatic TV, but it wasn't really a reality. This year, what's happened in the last, it's November now, so in the last 11 months, has been real advancements in real scale in areas that are sort of like programmatic TV 1.0, which I'd call connected television, addressable television. Those two different buckets of what the market calls programmatic TV are actually real and actually growing at scale. So I think this year was about connected TV and addressable TV getting going and starting to grow. That's just the beginning. Next year will be much more growth in those two areas. And then I also think more people dipping their toes in other aspects of programmatic TV, which is like optimizing linear based on data, and even automated linear television buying. But I still think that that's probably several years out before that picks up at scale that sort of the market is talking about. So I think the market is talking about the future and using the present tense when actually it's still quite a bit off.
So final question, it sounds like adoption is happening in real time, but there's a cadence with which it's going to take a while until you're fully adopted.
Right.
If that's the case, who's kind of the lean-in people that who drives that bus so that people really start to move? Is it the marketers? Is it the agencies? Is it the publishers themselves?
Yeah. So in order to really get everybody on the bus and moving, who's driving? I think we need everybody to kind of be pushing forward. There's a lot of different stakeholders. You've got the platform players like TubeMogul and Videology and AOL TV. And those are the guys that are pushing, I think, the hardest. They are very bullish. They've developed technology and very much want this to get started. And I'd say actually they're making the most amount of noise in the market, potentially causing some of the confusion. You've also got the publishers, like the broadcast publishers, and I think those are the ones that are a bit more reluctant to move forward because it has very important implications on how they do their business. And then you've got the buyers, the agency side buyers, who are also sort of not quite ready to jump on board. But because there's such sort of hype in the market about what it is, even though it isn't quite there, clients are excited. right? So clients are now pushing everybody forward. So I think it's kind of everybody has a role to play. The tech guys are kind of sort of stirring up a lot of dust. The clients are getting excited and then pushing the agencies, and some of the content owners are also moving along. So it'll be interesting to see how this evolves in the next 12 months.